downtown Sydney, Australia. It began about 13 hours ago, but it's not clear yet exactly how many people are believed. There are more than a dozen, and while it appears there is a gunman, that too has yet to be confirmed. In Sydney, here's Peter Hatfield.
Just a few hundred meters from the Mint Chocolate Cafe, the world's media watch and wait. Police have cordoned off several blocks of downtown Sydney, and helicopters fly overhead. One cafe employee arrived for work just as the crisis began.
There was one guy walking around with a hat and a beard. I was talking to another guy. He told me it was armed robbery, and then that's when the police showed up, and then they cordoned off the whole area.
Pictures from a television studio just across the street showed hostages inside the cafe with their hands against the window. One of them held up a black flag with an Islamic inscription, presumably under orders from the hostage taker. Still, police are being careful not to link this incident to Islamic terrorism. All the police commissioner would say was,
"We've moved to a footing that would be consistent with a terrorism event."
So far, 5 hostages have managed to run from the cafe. Whether they escaped or were let go, we still don't know. Peter Hatfield, CBC News, Sydney.
In Ottawa, Foreign Affairs Minister John Baird says Canadian government officials are in touch with diplomatic officials in Sydney. Canada has a consulate about 1 kilometre from the cafe, and Foreign Affairs is saying all staff at the facility are safe and, at this point, accounted for. A second day of talks are being held today in Ottawa between Federal Finance Minister Joe Oliver and his provincial counterparts from across the country. And while the overheated housing market dominated the agenda yesterday, today it will be the falling price of oil. The judge in the murder trial of Luca Magnotta will give final instructions to the jury today before it begins its deliberations. The jurors will be deciding whether Magnotta should be held criminally responsible for his actions. He's being tried on 5 charges, including first-degree murder in the 2012 death and dismemberment of a Concordia University student. The Crown alleges Magnotta carefully planned and carried out the killing before posting a video online and fleeing the country. Magnotta has pleaded not guilty due to mental illness. The race to claim ownership of the North Pole and its potentially vast oil and gas reserves is heating up today. Denmark is making an official claim to the Arctic region, saying its position is backed up by scientific data. CBC's Nell Ayed reports.
The Danish foreign minister says it is not an aggressive action. Rather, his country's unprecedented claim to outright ownership of the North Pole is, quote, an attempt to honestly and accurately present the geological data. Today, Denmark is submitting that claim to a United Nations commission charged with deciding how to carve up an area believed to hold vast oil and gas reserves, an area to which both France and Russia believe they have legitimate rights, with Canada in the process of preparing a claim that would include the North Pole. Denmark says that following 12 years of research, it has concluded it is linked to the North Pole because Greenland is still rich under the Arctic Ocean, giving it the right to claim an area about 20 times the size of Denmark. The UN Commission could take years to rule, but the ultimate resolution will be left to negotiations between the competing countries, which could take many more years. Nell Ayed, CBC News, London.
Despite being in the middle of a major recession, Italy has announced it will bid for the 2024 Summer Olympic Games. Germany is making a pitch for 2024 as well, and so too is France. Also expected to be...
Why does everybody care about the Summer Olympics and you have to wait till year 2024? It's like...
Washington, D.C.